Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a general intuitive monthly tarot reading focusing on the energy surrounding us during the month of March 2018. For this reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. Any clarifiers, if I need to use them, I will be using the Klimt Tarot. It's the pocket edition, right, of the Klimt Tarot. And the two oracle cards for this month, I will use the Soulful Woman oracle card and one additional one from the Power of Love deck by James von Praagh. Okay. As always, I'd just like to remind you that these readings are general in nature. The messages may or may not resonate with you. I would suggest that you check out, besides your sun sign video, also take a look at your moon sign and rising sign, because some months, one video might not resonate, but the others might, or, all three of them together will give you a more holistic view of what's going on during the month. And if you would like a truly personalized reading, the only way to get that is to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing as well as the types of videos, the video readings that I offer. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Just a couple of quick announcements. This month of March, I'll be putting out 2 full moon spread readings. These are in addition to the regular readings that I usually put out during the month, because this month of March we have 2 full moons coming up. So the first one is on March 1st, and the second one of the month, the blue moon, will be on March 31st. So be looking out for those, and also be looking out for the drawing giveaway video I will be posting. So if you're interested, it explains what you need to do to get entered into the drawing. I usually do 1 free drawing at the full moon each month. This month there'll be 2. Last month we didn't have any because there weren't any full moons, and we had 2 in January. So watch that if you're interested. You could enter to win one. It's a 1-question reading, but I usually do just similar to what the monthly reading looks like. I do a 10-card Celtic cross spread, pull clarifiers. So if you're interested, take advantage of the giveaway. All right, I will stop for now, and we'll see each of you for your reading. Have a wonderful month. Hi Virgo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your March 2018 General Intuitive Tarot reading. As you can see, I have already laid out the spread. I've shuffled off camera. I've already pulled the cards really just to try to save some time. Let's get into your reading. I did pull clarifiers on 2 of your cards, so I'll tell you about those once we get to them. Beginning with the overall energy, which is why I pulled clarifiers on it. Please do not freak. We have the Tower, and I'll explain why I don't always consider this card as, this horrible negative thing that a lot of readers tend to think it is. I always view this as, obviously a significant change, something quite unexpected, but, if it didn't come in, it wouldn't sort of open up new things for you. We'll get into this. So this is the overall energy for the month of March. So the Tower, this is Major Arcana number 16. We have at the center of your reading the 6 of Cups. In the challenge position, or what's crossing the 6 of Cups, you have Justice. This is Major Arcana number 11. Foundation of your reading, you have the 5 of Wands. And I also pulled clarifiers on the 5 of Wands, which I'll show you in a second. In the past position, you have Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. Crowning your reading, you have the 6 of Pentacles. In the future position, what's coming up, you have the 2 of Wands. You in the reading appear as the 9 of Cups. Surrounding you in your environment, you have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. your hopes and fears, King of Cups. And the outbound energy as you leave the month of March, heading into the month of April, you have the Queen of Swords. And I did also pull 2 additional oracle cards, but again, I'll get to these at the end. So I'm going to lower my camera just a little bit more so you can see everything here. Sorry about that. Okay, so starting off with this Tower card. So, obviously this is very powerful energy. This is, it's a major arcana card. And the Tower always comes in, very unexpectedly. You can see here, there's this sort of bolt of lightning coming in. It's knocking everything down. But, when this happens, yes, it usually comes in quite unexpectedly. Something that comes in out of the blue, really comes in to sort of shake you up. What happens is, it maybe the foundation here, maybe it was not that strong to begin with. So, you have to kind of look at this card as, yes, if you receive news, about something that's quite unexpected, right? Or if there's some type of striking revelation, right? And what it is it's really giving way to, it's getting rid of the old in order to allow the new to come in, is what the Tower card is. Sometimes it's not always the easiest thing, right? But it's an event that, there's nothing really we can do about it. This is a major arcana. It's going to happen whether we like it or not, whether we want it or not. And so it's all about how we face that when it does happen, how we handle, whatever this new thing is, how we handle the news, how we handle, I was looking for, can't seem to find, hold on one second. Sorry, I lost my crystal. Found my crystal. Right, so the Tower, it comes in, and there's nothing really you can do to stop it. So it's all about how you react to it, how you handle this news, how you handle this unexpected situation that comes in. That's really the most important thing, with the Tower card. So it's all about, your perceptions, how you perceive this new dramatic situation, this new change, and how you adapt to the change, right? So, and the cards that came out, I did pull clarifiers from, I did show you in the introduction, but here, from this pocket Klimt tarot deck. Okay, it's very beautiful. It's just teeny tiny. So we have here, we have 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, they're golden, right? They're gilded, so it's difficult to see, but that's 10. We have 9 of the major arcana, the Hermit. And we have 1 of the major arcana. So the 3 clarifiers that came out on the Tower card, they're all major arcana cards. So again, powerful messages, something that's definitely, divine intervention, divinely guided. The 1 card is the Magician. So you have three major arcana clarifiers on that. And it just tells me, it just kind of sort of confirms the message of the Tower in that, it's all about change. With the Wheel of Fortune here, followed by the Hermit, which is about taking time out, going within, reflecting on things, finding, it's also spiritual help, spiritual guidance. And then you coming in at the, with this outbound card, this 1, the Magician, it's all about you, you being very powerful, you having all the tools that you need in order to handle the situation. But it is about change. It's definite, the sort of the message for the month is change, could be quite unexpected change. And I do see that there are repeating messages here in your reading that we'll get to, but change, you reflecting on it, right? Sort of going within, considering what this change is, but then you sort of coming out as this very powerful figure. You're handling it like it needs to be handled, whatever this. So even though it might kind of catch you off guard, you are going to be able to handle the situation And this change is, it's divinely guided. It's supposed to happen. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. But so it's all about how you handle it, right? So going to the middle cards here, the Six of Cups crossed by the Justice card. The Six of Cups has to do with, usually we associate it with the past. This can be, childhood. Could be, for some of you, it could have to do with children. And I did kind of get that message with it being crossed by the Justice card. And then, with the Judgment card in the past position and the Five of Wands at the foundation. The first messages that came through, and this isn't obviously going to be for everybody watching, but for some of you, there might be some type of legal situation going on. It could involve children. This could be, it could be a divorce. There could be some type of going back to court with regards to the children. This back and forth sort of bickering with your ex. But whatever, if this is the case, things are, they're going to go in your favor here. We have the Justice card crossing the Six of Cups. So, for some of you, this could be you going back to court, dealing again with the courts with regards to your children. And even though there might be, sort of a back and forth struggle between you and the ex, it's going to go in your favor. For others, I get the message that, there could be some type of legal ruling that has to do with either something related to your childhood, a childhood home. This could be some type of inheritance, with the Five of Wands at the foundation here. This could be, bickering among sort of family members with regards to this inheritance. And so there's some type of, big decision that is at play here with regards to the, possibly the family home, the money, dividing up of the family goods. Yeah, that could be for some of you. But, the Six of Cups card, it does have to do, it speaks of childhood. So this could be, you remembering things from your childhood. At this time, this could be, reconnecting with old friends from the past, old friends from your childhood. It could have to do with your children. The Suit of Cups has to do with relationships. It has to do with our feelings, our emotions, intuition, on children, going back to that, to feeling like a child. But you see how she's sort of staring back at the child here, right? And there's this meeting of the hands, and there's this cup in the middle, and it's like the woman she's kind of looking back, but she knows she needs to move on. And I do get, this moving on type of energy here. And then the Justice card coming in as the crossing card. So what could help or hinder this? This has to do with, it could actually have to do with legal matters, the court system. This could have to do with maybe you've been treated unfairly in the past, and now it's time for some type of karmic justice, because a lot of times this card appears, it's just to kind of remind us that the universe, even though we might not always see it or understand it, the universe has its own divine timing for things. So if somebody has mistreated you, it could be, things kind of turning, and we do have the Wheel of Fortune over there, and then we also have the Judgment card in the past position. Things could be changing. There could be some type of, balancing of the scales of justice. The other person might be getting what they kind of deserve. As far as, if they have treated you badly, now things are going in your favor and, kind of tipping against them and going in your favor. So it's all about, about keeping this in perspective and understanding that, sooner or later they will get what comes to them. And this could be somebody from the past or somebody related. I keep going back to the children. So this could be with an ex possibly as well. the foundation, this Five of Wands. The Suit of Wands has to do with our day-to-day activities. It has to do with creativity, creative projects. It's our own drive and ambition and determination for doing those things. It has to do with, our work, the daily grind, going to work, the work we do around the home. Also, I think I said creativity. It is to do with creativity as well. But this 5, it's an outside influence, but it's this kind of battling, conflicting type of energy. But if you see, nobody is actually attacking each other. You see that the men in the background, they're just kind of holding up their wands, really just to intimidate the others, right? And the 2 lions, they're baring their teeth, but nobody's going in for the kill here. So, with this card, it's really more about kind of competition and trying to outdo the other person. There's some type of power struggle, like trying to get the alpha position, trying to come out, on top. Not really harming the other people, but it is this, back and forth kind of bickering, battling type of energy. So I did pull clarifiers on that. And the clarifiers that came out, we have them in the past. We have Major Arcana, number 15. This is the Devil. And we have the 3 of Swords. Sorry for the glare. I don't know if you can see these very well. And the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is a repeating message here because that's what's at the center of the reading. So, with the Devil card is always about is unhealthy, right? It's an unhealthy situation. It's an unhealthy attachment. Sometimes in a relationship reading, this is about that unhealthy kind of toxic person or toxic relationship, that type of relationship where, maybe you were involved in the past, you were involved with this character, right? This could have been a very controlling, manipulative, narcissistic type of person. And there was, it shows that there was this heartache with this card. Sometimes the 3 of Swords can indicate a third party in the relationship. Doesn't always have to, right? But it can represent that there was a third party. So, there could have been some type of, and we do see, 3 people again on this card with the Devil in the back, and then we have the 3 appearing here. So for some of you, there might have been cheating or a third person in the relationship. For others, this could just be heartache and sorrow, and sometimes the 3 of Swords appears when things don't go kind of the way we wanted, or if we're disappointed, if we get turned down for something. For example, you try for a job and you're turned down, so there might be some type of disappointment related to that. And then the 6 of Cups, again, it's like it has to do with this, again, the childhood or the children or something from the past, something. So there's a definitely, sort of another message coming up here. And I do get, for some of you, I get this quite strongly, this message of, of fighting back and forth and of children being involved. And then we have in the past this Judgment card. And the Judgment card is a card that speaks of new beginnings, right? Of rebirth. We see that she's sort of calling. See, she's playing the instrument, calling everybody to kind of wake up, wake up and join, come into this new thing, this new life. So sometimes it has to do with like a significant decision that has to be made. But it's a card that, it speaks of leaving the past behind, which is interesting because we have the 2 6 of Cups cards here. But the Judgment card is all about leaving behind the past, and and being, reborn, like moving on, making amends with all, whatever that situation was, and moving forward. So it's not always easy, right? But, it's about making or having a fresh start, and understanding that through an ending comes a new beginning, which is, similar to what I was saying with the Tower card. Even though endings are at times difficult, they're not always the easiest things to deal with, we know that an ending brings in or heralds a new beginning, a new life. So you have that in the past. And what's crowning you? You have your message from your higher self. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of balance. It's a card that deals with more earthly, tangible things, right? The Suit of Pentacles is it's the suit of material things. So the things that we accrue here in the material realm, it has to do with the work that we do. It has to do with the money that we're paid for the work that we do. It has to do with our homes, our families, education, things that we can buy, right? Material things that we can buy with the money that we're paid. And it's all about give and take, right? It's a balance card. Now, the Six of Pentacles, sometimes it has to do with like this give and take, in the sense of you seeking out a loan from somebody, or somebody coming to you for a loan. Sometimes it has to do with you repaying a loan, or somebody repaying a loan to you. It doesn't always have to be financial in nature, though. This could be in the form of emotional support. It could be with regards to time, and volunteering your time, and volunteering of yourself, to other people, or somebody volunteering of their time to you, and doing something to help you. So it's this back and forth, this give and take. But in general, the Six of Pentacles speaks of having, you see how she has a lot of fruit in her basket. She's in this forest setting. Everything looks very green and lush and lots of fruit. And so she has more than she needs for herself. So it's important to keep in mind that, when you have more than you need, to share of that with others, because, you never know when things might turn, and you might be in need and have to seek out, the support of other people. So it could go both ways. This could be you, seeking out this financial or emotional support, or this could be the opposite. Somebody, seeking it of you, and you helping that person out. But what's coming up in the future is this Two of Wands, which has to do with choices. But it's choices really tied to you being, and I'm looking here also at this Magician card, you being powerful. You're the one in control here, and I do kind of feel that, there is a shift in energy. So I feel as though, heading into sort of from the middle of the month onwards, there's a shift in energy here. And that, even though the Tower card is the guiding card for the entire month, you do have, the Magician as you head out. So I do feel that, things definitely, whatever this difficult situation is possibly towards the beginning of the month, if, and again, this is not going to resonate for everybody watching the video, but for some of you, it's going to shift, and there'll be a shift towards the end of the month. As I said in the introduction, I would encourage you to, take a look at your rising sign as well as your moon sign, right? This is, for those of you who are Virgo sun signs, take a look at your other signs as well, because maybe for this month, those messages will resonate more with you. But, so anyway, sorry, I got a little off track there. The Two of Wands, it is about you, and you being in control, and you sort of setting off on this new path. We have looked at in the dragon's tail, he's holding this sort of crystal ball, but it looks like the world. And so it's really, it's like the world is yours now for the taking. You are in command. And it is about decisions, but it's about you being in control of that decision. You're the one who is taking matters into your own hand. You're feeling courageous. You're sort of deciding which path is going to be the best one for you, and you're heading down it. Okay? And you're feeling very hopeful, right? You appear here as this Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. It's the wish upon a star. It's having your dreams fulfilled, having your dreams come true. So whatever this new thing is, and this new beginning, and you setting off on this new path that you have chosen for yourself, how others are viewing you or what you have in your environment is the sun, which is, all is right in the world. The sun is a beautiful energy. It comes in to shine light on the situation. The sunlight, it allows things to grow. So if there's something new that you're beginning, it allows for growth of that new thing. It's also a card of health and vitality. So, if any of you have been feeling a little under the weather, this card is, it's all about feeling wonderful and just like you feel when you sort of lay there and feel the rays of the sun coming down and you feel the energy and warmth of the sun. So and it's also a yes card. It's probably the most positive card in the deck. So if there's anything that you're waiting for an answer on, if you, as far as possibly this new path, this decision, you setting off on this new path of having your dreams come true, of really, being able to achieve everything that you're setting out, all of the intentions that you're putting out there into the universe. This yes card is, is in your environment. So you have this beautiful energy of the sun to help you. Now your hopes and fears, and I do kind of get that this is a person. I'm picking up more the energy of a person with this King of Cups card. So for some of you, you might be dealing with, or this person who is at the center here of this justice and, whatever this tower event is, it could be an older water sign male individual. And if so, this would typically be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or somebody who has, those in their chart. But and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be male. It could be male or female, but it's an older individual because, they've the kings and queens of the tarot, really the ones who have mastered that particular suit. So this is somebody who's mastered the suit of cups. Usually this person is a compassionate individual. Again, this is cups energy. We had it here with the Six of Cups. So usually this person is is fair, is quite compassionate and loving, is quite intuitive as well, likes to listen to everybody's point of view, prefers to, doesn't usually like the drama and the arguing, prefers to resolve conflicts, in a more peaceful manner. But, on the negative side, because we do have this as hopes and fears, on the negative side, he can be, a little bit overly emotional, kind of overly protective to the point of, making people too dependent on him. So, and if in that case, it sometimes can turn into this, the devil, that kind of relationship where, the person feels as though he or she depends too much or depends on this King of Cups individual. So with this is the hope and fear. This could be for some of you, you possibly fearing still, even though it seems as though things are picking up here, fearing something to do with this King of Cups. If this is King of Cups is related to this situation in the middle, or hoping that things go well with this King of Cup individual. I don't feel that it's you taking on the energy of this King of Cups. I do feel that you leave the month as the Queen of Swords. I don't get that this is another person. I get that this is you taking on this energy of the Queen of Swords and leaving the month of March just, ready to begin. And look, she's holding the same butterflies that we had flying around over here and on the Sun card. She's taken hold of that. Look, she's holding the butterfly. She has the sword of truth in her hand. And this Queen of Swords, this is air energy. So the suit of air. So it has to do with our thoughts. It's mental, cerebral energy. It's how we communicate with others. And the Queen of Swords, she's a very direct person. Sometimes she's referred to as like the single, kind of like the divorced woman card. Thought of as being slightly bitter, but I don't see her like that. I see her as somebody who's just direct, who doesn't take any BS, who knows what she wants, and who is able to use her intellect, use her intelligence, and to communicate that to others and to go after what she wants. So she's also a pretty unstoppable figure here. And you do have, like I said, you have the Magician over here. You do have this beautiful sun energy. You're taking control of the situation with the Two of Wands, and then you are leaving the month just poised and ready. You see, she has her sword drawn. She's ready to find out the truth. She's poised and ready to, to move with whatever this new thing is. So, I feel you very strong as you leave the month. Now, the two oracle cards that came out, I'll show you them, and then I'll read you the full description for them. From the Soulful Woman deck, we have card number 6, Self-Belief. And it says, self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. And from the Power of Love deck, we have Past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Okay, sorry for the glare. Try lowering this. I keep getting a glare from my light here. There we go, it's a bit better. Okay, so these two cards. Let me start off with the Soulful Woman card. So card number 6 says, self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future. A future in which I do all the things I've dreamed of doing, even if I don't know how to do them just yet. I'm on my own side now, backing myself, following my own star. I will do it my own way and in my own time, comparing myself to no one. Enjoying the adventure, I will see how far I can go, surprising myself as I move beyond old, self-imposed limits. As I take this journey of discovery, I know I'll figure it out as I go step by step. I give myself permission to ask for help or go back to the drawing board, because this is part of the process of finding my way to a new place. Today I'm stretching into the unknown, into new territory, and daring to be bigger, bolder, and freer than I was only yesterday. So it ties in so well. This was just the energy that I was getting off of this, this you feeling, and it's about getting your dreams and the new paths, and you just feeling, as if you are, and self-belief is the magic key. And we have the Magician over here, and the Magician, he's all about making things happen, right? And believing in yourself, but also partnering with the universe, right? And believing in yourself that you will achieve it. Now, the other card, Past, this one says, let me find it. It says, the past is done and the future is yet to be. All you have is the now, and the past is your greatest teacher. Everything that has happened up until this moment is the product of the person you see in the mirror. That is why the power of now is so important. Only in the present do you have the opportunity to create both your past and your future. Always be mindful of your present moment thoughts, because in seconds, now will be your past, which you cannot get back. You don't want the past to steal your future, and the bridge between the two is the present. Begin to live in present time, and always remember that through loving, compassionate thoughts and actions, you are creating a past that you can be proud of and a bright future that awaits. And that really does tie in with this as well, because there was this definite message about something from the past, and then these new paths, these new beginnings here. So interesting messages coming through for you. I do hope that they've helped you in some way. I thank you very much for joining me here today. And just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of March. Bye for now.